getting our very own JD Conte on the phone as he is in a Gregg County courthouse right now covering the first couple days of trial in Judge Charles' court. JD, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Michaela, coming to you from our Longview borough with the first day of the trial of Adrian Grissom, who's a charge of murder in the case of his girlfriend back in January of 2022. We had a long day of trial in Gregg County today. We had opening statements given at 9 this morning, and by my count, 9 witnesses by the state were given today. So the majority of the state's case was given, in my opinion, today. I believe they only have 1 witness to go tomorrow. But the moment that really stood out for me, Michaela, and for most of the courtroom was the testimony of one young girl who was at the apartment where this happened in Longview. This happened at an apartment complex about over a year ago. She was 4 at the time this happened. She's 6 now. And it was just absolutely heartbreaking to hear her, just as a person, recall what happened that day back in January of 2022. Obviously, not just her testimony, but, preparing her to give that testimony. Gregg County Assistant District Attorneys saying, do you know what a lie is? Do you know what telling the truth is? A judge asking her similar questions. And then the defense lawyer, if you're a defense lawyer, you're going to object to a 6-year-old being on the stand. Obviously, that was overruled. It was honestly heartbreaking. And this is a tough case. It's a very sad case. But that was just a moment that really stood out for me today. And there were 8 other witnesses that took the stand. We heard the testimony of neighbors who were the first ones to call 911. We actually learned this call first came in as a domestic violence call. 2 Longview police officers showed up, and they actually left the scene at first because they knocked on the door of the apartment, and then they didn't get a response back. So they left. But then about half an hour later, Grissom calls 911 itself. And then he shows up. Longview police officers talk to him. And we actually learned, because of the testimony of one Longview police officer today, that Grissom actually admitted that he shot his girlfriend. So it's a very complicated case, and we'll see what the defense brings up tomorrow.
Now, has the prosecution, you say defense is starting off tomorrow, is prosecution already rested in this case?
No, we've still got 1 witness to go from the state, I believe, Michaela.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll talk to you again tomorrow with day 2 of the ongoing trial. Hope you have a safe rest of your night, JD.
You got it, Michaela.
All right.